Make room for Javi.
Welcome to my home away from home. This is where I stay when I'm on the property. This wonderful travel trailer, if you watch my RV stories, my RV series, you get a kick out of the history of it, how I got it and all that. Now this travel trailer is quite old. It's pre-HDTV. It's got an external plug for the antenna, and it's got the built-in antenna. The built-in antenna is useless. It's an analog antenna. I picked up a few items at Home Depot, and we're going to build ourselves a very cheap, very reliable HDTV antenna. You'll need a piece of wood at least 2 inches wide, 16 gauge copper wire, some screws, washers, F connectors, and your cable, or a piece of cable with the F connectors already on it. If I can only find a pen. Found a pen. If I can only find a measuring tape. Success. Just had a bit of a power outage. My generator, low oil. All fixed. Should run for the next week at least. Back to the matters at hand. Start at one end, 4.5 inches, and then 9, 9, 9, and then you're gonna do another one here at 18 inches from the top, which is dead center. And that's it. You're gonna have little bow ties at the first, second, fourth, and fifth marks. Now, as far as the width, go in, if you're using a 2.5 inch board, go in 1/2 inch on each side. 1.5 inches is the distance. Doesn't matter how wide your board is, make them 1.5 inch wide on each one. Take your way too thick copper wire and straighten it out. You're going to need 18.5 inch lengths. It's going to be a little V-shaped thing, 9 inches. So, you know, bent in half, the 18.5 becomes 9 with a 1/2 inch curve. So here's your antenna. We'll test it out in a sec. Make sure these wires that cross here and here do not touch. And if they do, put some electrical tape to insulate them. These 2 screws in the middle are for your balun, your coaxial cable converter, that thing that connects an F connector to 2 wires. In an emergency, like if you don't have one, strip the wires and attach them, the sheath to one side and the center wire to the other, although I don't recommend it, but it's a pinch. I also don't recommend using RG59. Try to use RG6, but again, it's what I got. I wired a school some time ago. This was quite a while back. Plans called for RG59. I recommended that they change it, but, well, that's not my job. Alright, so now that we have plenty of cable, use your RG59 pruning shears and attach and watch some TV. If I was at home, I'd have my little pair of coaxial cable strippers. So annoying doing the old-fashioned way, but if you have to, you have to. Just so you're aware, I'm inside a metal shell and I'm still getting reception with my makeshift antenna, so I highly recommend it. It's time I put it outside, where it belongs. Success! I have every channel and it's at least 75 to 100% reception, which before I had only 4 channels and they were spotty. I'd have to move everything around. That little antenna that I had it up on 3 bamboo poles to the height of about 30 feet. This one's only up about 10 feet, and it's fantastic. Do-it-yourself antenna, if it's tuned right, you'll get some excellent reception. Works indoor or outdoor. Do yourself a favor, cut the cable, save some money, build yourself a DIY antenna for, I think I spent somewhere in the neighborhood of $10 to $15. Well worth it.
Make room for Javi.